Hey guys, back, and this is the final section. Hope you're ready. We got the final few bees, and we're going to stick them to Isabella, if you know what I mean. Clicking tongue, I don't think that would turn up well on the audio, so I'm not going to do that again, because that was kind of not a good idea. So, last time we saved, we had a few bees left. I was going to save them for this part. This is the last part, as you can tell, because it's, the final part. Because I put it there in the title, probably. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I probably will. There are some extras that I'm going to do, but I'll talk about those later. Because...
You're gonna inject me with that, huh? Okay, Doc. Let's get this over with. At least I won't have to worry about turning into one of them for a while. Okay. Next on the agenda. Figure out a way to get the hell out of here.
While I was isolating the hormone, I managed to identify a pheromone that suppresses the attack instinct in adult parasites. In other words, the zombies don't like the way it smells. If you give me a little more time, I should be able to produce some of this pheromone.
They think it smells bad? You think we could use something like that to keep them away from us? We could just walk right past them and get out of here.
In theory, yes. Either way, it's certainly better than nothing.
There was a cave. Outside, where the helicopter crashed. It was packed with zombies, I mean shoulder to shoulder. But it may lead somewhere outside. If it works, your anti-zombie perfume, it could keep us safe in that cave. What do you say? You ready to get the hell out of here?
There won't be enough of this pheromone to waste it on experiments. We'll only have enough to use it once.
Whatever you say.
My God. There are so many. Where on earth could this lead?
I don't know. But considering how many of them keep pouring out of here, it must be connected to something. Isabella, look. Any other way out of here is guarded by the military. If we're gonna get out of here and put a stop to Carlito's plan, we've got to go in there. It's the only way. It's not like we're unarmed. We got your smelly perfume, don't we? I wouldn't be alive right now if your shot hadn't worked. The perfume's gonna work too. I know it.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not one for spoiling some of the stuff that happens in later games, but the spray doesn't really show up again. By the way, I cut out savings. The whole injection thing to prevent the zombie thing from taking over you is accounted in later games, and in the way that it's, if you've ever played the other games, and you've heard the Zombrex, that's basically what it is. It's... And there's like a mini game on the Xbox Live that kind of delves more into the connection between this game and that game via Zombrex. But yeah, Zombrex is basically that. Yeah, it's basically just a better version of what she made, in a sense. And I like that. It's cool. I do like how it's a connection that you have to like. You know, it's you either have to see it really like good, you have to have good perception or something, or you play through the old game, then you play through the new game, then you play through the old game again, and you just kind of remember these things and make a connection. You're like, wait a second, I remember that. So that's that. The whole that thing in Zombrex, how it's, you know it's there, but the game's not like jabbing you. I cut that loading out, by the way. It's not like jabbing you in the side and like, hey, you remember that thing Isabella made in the first game? Huh? Yeah, we did good, huh? It's just, it doesn't even acknowledge that, which I do kind of like, because only true fans will get it, and it's pretty much the case. Only true fans who pay enough attention to the series will understand that. Now, unless you're talking about the third game, which has absolutely no visual connect. Look how colorful this is. The third game, by the way, this is like 2003. By the way, the third game. I don't like to talk about event things because it's a bit of a taboo, but the third game is so gritty and looks more, trying to have a more realistic look to everything. There's no almost animation look to it like this and the 2 has, and the other Dead Rising games has. There's no comical mischief, it's just like serious nitty-gritty explosions, grays everywhere. I think the developer guy said he's literally catering to the Call of Duty fans. So he's betraying his current fans and trying to get a quote-unquote larger fan base, because they want money and they don't care about the fans. And a good way to avoid the zombies in this section is to have them all clumped together and just walk on their heads. It's actually really good. Or you could just slice them through, but there's still like big chances of getting hit. Also, it might have been a good idea to pick up some more health items before starting these sections. But it's okay. It's alright. It's a good thing that zombie repellent thing worked. Alright, so remember earlier I remember mentioning this tunnel. Alright, this is just a town in WorldNet, right? And this tunnel that just randomly leads, well, you'll find out when you get to the end there.
Are you sure this was a good idea?
Guards here, too. If we can get that gate open, they'll be too busy dealing with zombies to notice us slip by.
Wait! The pheromone is starting to wear off. It's only strong enough to cover one of us. What are you... What
All
are
right,
you
hang on
doing?
tight, okay? Once we're out, let's see if we can't steal ourselves that set of wheels.
Even though I was holding her earlier, clearly, she somehow was in the middle of it. Yeah. So, here, you don't get bit by zombies, hopefully. But here you carry Isabella to onwards for everlasting justice. So this is clearly some kind of base, and you can tell it's not. They're not there yet. So you can open this, and it actually helps some. Just, just get rid of that. I don't know. How do they even get two of those? What? It's crazy. They're coming off the thing. Yeah, I really needed to get a drink, so... Opening that, unleashes the zombies, which I don't know if it really does something immediately, but this is a military compound of sorts. You'll see soldier guys. Now, my question is, what? So this military compound got, like, orchestrated in what? Now for a sort of boss fight. Quick notes on this because it's more relevant. I sped this part up twice as fast, 200%. Not much, but it lags on for a little while. You shoot the things that glow right above the tracks to damage it, but when the thing pops up in the middle there, shoot that, or else it shoots missiles at you, which suck. And just do that for a while. Eventually, it'll just keep popping. Yeah, so this is a pretty big standard military compound. Now, would anyone like to explain how this compound, which doesn't seem like it'd be too far away from the mall, which is connected through the clock tower almost directly? This, I don't know, this might be some kind of mining facility or something, but yeah, what is this? Is this a prison? Is this a mining place? It sure as hell doesn't look like some kind of military base. It looks just weird. And if it is a military base, why is it so close to Willamette, connected through the clock tower? There's no way they could have just built this. Because if you remember, the military got there, what, like a day and a half ago in game? You cannot build this kind of thing in a day and a half. It just... Maybe you could, but it just... You'd have to, like, focus so much money, so many people on this one project, and it would just be... There's no way to hide that from enemy. You'd be able to hear it, considering how close it would be to Willamette. So it's just... It doesn't make sense. This last bit in the game just doesn't make much sense to me. And I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, shoot those things down when you can. Hope you enjoyed this double time, because I had to actually play through this in half the speed that you're seeing here. So, you're welcome. Yeah. This isn't the end. Not yet. We're so close.
These automated machines are no use at all on the battlefield. Switch to manual control. Aim main cannon.
Oh, shit.
Well, what have we here? Where were you hiding when my men mopped up the mall? On a mission in which the number of targets is unclear, it's difficult to ensure absolute thoroughness. Huh. You have imagination. That's what drives you in your quest to run. Your quest to hide. As prey, you and your kind are much more stubborn than the zombies.
How much do you know about the zombies?
I commanded the Santa Cabeza cleanup operation. If we had fulfilled our mission then, we wouldn't be needed here now to take care of this incident.
That's all it was to you, huh? A mission. What about those innocent people who had to pay for sins committed by our government
Our
and its
mistakes
inhuman
have not
research?
begun with this operation. Humanity has proven itself to be quite adept at making mistakes. Ha! Hell, it's the only thing we truly excel at. Well then, I'd say this mission isn't quite over yet. Don't you agree?
Who do you think would win in a fight? Journalist or military sergeant, general, whatever rank he is? So, all your stuff is stripped. You have no weapons, no books, no health items. And you're fighting against a guy who's fairly high ranked in the military. So, if you're not high level at this point, you're screwed. So people say do flips, do knee things, or just jump kick your way to victory like a real fighter game. It's tough. It's pretty tough, this fight, because he'll grapple you and stuff, and he'll just kick you off into the hordes of zombies, or he'll hit you, stun you, and you'll fall down like that. And when you get up, he'll try to hit you or whatever. So this fight's kind of annoying. And I didn't double speed this one just because I thought it'd be, I don't know, kind of not right. The other one though, I double speeded because that one was annoying, and it was just literally the same thing. Although I guess I could have double speeded this. A good strategy I found is if you just the regular attack button, well, you'll just punch like this. He'll block it, but he'll take small bits of damage, which is pretty good once you have your stats maxed up. Now, the thing I really wanted to say, this guy is, does his voice sound familiar to you? Well, it should, because his voice actor is Greg Berger, and like many voice actors, he voiced hundreds of fucking roles, hundreds of people in games, films, and a lot of games, and all that. Yeah. Excuse me. Yes. He filmed a lot of roles. Some of the more notable ones is Grimlock and Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Whatever. I actually know him because he's Eeyore in the Kingdom Hearts 2 game, and I have the list up here. I had it. I lost it. Oh wow, he was in Raccoon City. His most notable, though, voice acting role is Odie in Garfield. Everything, pretty much. So yeah, that's weird. The guy who has that kind of gruff voice, a dog. It's weird. Yeah, there's another SpongeBob movie coming out. Cool. It's gonna be weird later on. When people are like, yeah, man, I have it on DVD. Got it for $5 in the book. Yeah, he was in a lot of shows and stuff, which is part of the reason why I want to be a voice actor. People say, oh, it's hard to be a voice actor, it's hard to get noticed. But there's like, every voice actor has like a bajillion roles. So there's plenty of stuff you can do, apparently. Like, every voice actor that's big just has like 100+ roles. I mean, Steve Blum was in this game twice. Twice he had 2 different roles in this one game. It's crazy. Steve Blum. Congratulations, you just beat one of my favorite games ever, with one of the most pretty balls endings ever. Enjoy the music that I don't have any copyright to. I just have a copy of the game which has the music in it, so okay, enjoy.
Try to wash myself clean. My soul has since then died. Well, let me tell you, I am doing fine. Look to my left and you'll see where I tried. Look to my right to see the crimes. Look through my past and see all the lies I lied. And why I'm justified, and why I'm justified.
Mega Man boots have been added. Mega Man tights, and special forces, and pro boots, and hockey mask, and infinite mode. I'll show that one later. Frank West managed to escape the town of Willamette with information pertaining to the incident under his belt. The news caused a free-for-all throughout the world, leading the U.S. government to admit at least partial compilability in the livestock research program. However, no connection to the Willamette incident has been acknowledged, and the events have occurred have been deemed the work of a fringe terrorist group. The people of the world, as could be expected from the modern culture of new saturation, soon let the Willamette incident fade from their minds. The authenticity of colonial plans as orphans as pawns is confirmed nor false.
And yet he complained that his belly was not full.